Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So today I wanted to show you something I've been working on. This is what I like to call the Lost City. Now, the idea behind this, when Planets first came out, I'd been watching a few different movies such as Resident Evil, where they went to Vegas and they had that city full of sand and was completely broken. I also watched that Scorched Tales sort of thing where the city was completely covered in sand. I just like the idea of it, so I thought what we'll do is we'll make a giant city within the desert. Well, it's not that giant, but when you actually go down to a level of a space engineer, you just realize actually how big it is. And what I've done is I've used a lot of voxel coverage to make it look like the sand has like mounded up in different areas, especially in the corners of buildings. You see the streets are completely wrecked here, and as the city actually pans out and gets more destroyed as the ground underneath has collapsed, you can actually see we've got some of the buildings that have been flopped to the side and are leaning. We've got a tower around the back that's been leaning as well. You can see we've got that over there. And the eventual idea of this project is I'll start populating the inside. You can see the inside at the moment is just completely empty. It's a hollow sort of shell, but I'll build it so it can be a survival sort of setting, so you could venture down into this desolate sort of wasteland, maybe find some supplies, or maybe even make a scenario out of it. You see we've got some more of the buildings at the back, another one tilted, and the further we get away, the smaller the buildings are. I'm just imagining that they're covered completely in sand. Now if we go over here, we'll take a little bit of a drive through the city if we can. I've set up a little car over here so we can do that. So it should be pretty smooth indeed. Got our little racing car here who's come out of the broken tunnel. And we'll switch to our character. So there we go, hop into our little car and we'll take it for a drive if we can. Well, try our best to take a safe drive. But a lot of this sand on the road is going to cause some trouble. Yeah, just look how cool that looks. Wow, I just love building on planets, as long as I'm not crashing into things. Look at the deserty trees. When I first built this, when Planets first released, I was like, oh Aaron, you know, this is one beautiful piece. It's not complicated at all, is it? It's just some cubes really left in the desert, but the rest of it allows your imagination to sort of run wild with it. So building something like this can be really fun, and more importantly, this actually hides one of my secret bases underneath. Now, the entrance port I'm going to show you in a later video. I'm just going to take you on a quick tour and show you how to actually dig in these buildings into the ground to make them look like they've sunk. So it's as simple as collecting your block out like this. Grab yourself a G, grab yourself a station block, and you just place it into the ground. And then if you want a tilted structure like the one in the background, just simply adjust the shape of the block to tilt how you want it. And then you just got to follow the sort of flow of the land. You can see in this area the sort of terrain slopes down. I just imagine that buildings would have broken off and snapped under the weight of the soil and the sand just giving away underneath as it was reclaimed by the elements. Just a cool little concept. You can see we've started adding some of the floors to this building. I think we need one or two more, and then we're going to have a little bit of an office block on each one of the levels. And you can see as we look across out into these other areas, it's going to be really cool. Maybe even make this into a deathmatch sort of area, or take it to the alien planet and have it crawl in with creepy sort of alien bugs. Anyway, just a rather simple build today, but I thought it was too good just to leave on the hard drive and not show you guys. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.